Subscribe now to CVM TV News to see it happen.
It's Wednesday, it is Monday, August 12, 2024. This is CVM News at Noon. I'm Nika Lewis. We begin this afternoon with the latest on last night's shooting in Cherry Tree Lane, Clarendon, in which a number of people were killed. In fact, that number has since risen to 9. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called a meeting of the National Security Council, NSC, this morning. And the Prime Minister is he recently addressed the media, in fact, a few moments ago. And we'll have that bit for you later on in the newscast. The deceased in Clarendon have, however, since been identified, and they are 27-year-old Cavell Daly, a cosmetologist; Lawrence Francis, 50-year-old, he's a construction worker; Diamond Bennett, 20, a cashier; Aidan Bartley, 7-year-old, a student; Errol Stewart, 58 years old, butcher, he's a butcher; and Jermaine Booth, alias Blacks. We also have Courtney Messam, alias Dummy, a woman known only as Margaret, was also among the dead. Of course, we are going to be joining our reporter Ramon Gordon. He is live on location in Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon, and we should be hearing from Ramon shortly. Do we have Ramon? All right, Ramon is with us.
Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to our listeners.
Well, Ramon, what can you tell us at this hour?
Well, the atmosphere here in Cherry Tree Lane is certainly tense. There's a heavy police presence and residents are huddled off in different areas. They're all asking the same question: what happened? It was such a dastardly act. I went down to the site of the crime scene itself and I saw blood still staining the ground there. There was evidence of a festivity that was ended abruptly. Persons leaving their slippers, leaving money, leaving glasses. It really is a sorry affair here in the Clarendon community. I'm joined by the daughter of one of the victims. I'm not going to be identifying her. They are fearful for their lives here. Yes. But she's going to tell us what happened. She was on location. Please share with us what happened.
No. I was nearby over the top and standing in the middle of when I heard gunshots and they said run. And I jumped the fence and ran off. And one of my friends said, and I was going to went back to pick her up, but I ran off with her because she was already get up and running. And I heard the grass, the ball ground.
Well,
all right, Nika, we're getting some interruption here. Some police are moving forward. They're extended the perimeter. Apparently the area is under curfew, so we apologize to our viewers there for the abrupt end to that interview, but they are extending the perimeter here. It still is an active crime scene, so we'll continue to give you the updates as we get them, but we're going to have to move away from the perimeter now, because as the police are saying, they're going to extend the perimeter.
All right, Ramon, before you go, though, is it possible for you to paint a picture for the viewers as to the space in which this incident occurred? What does it look like? What's the feeling on the ground? What are you hearing from the few people you've interacted with?
People are fearful because they're saying that this is not what they're used to in the community, contrary to popular belief, that there's this narrative that the community is a violent one. Persons here on the ground are countering that claim. So persons are terrified. Very few people are willing to speak on the record. Very few people are willing to speak on camera because they are fearful that something might happen probably later on. So there is a palpable feeling of fear here on the ground, Nika, and it's expected to persist for quite some time, I'm certain.
Right. Thank you so much, Ramon. We look forward to hearing the details in our newscast later on from you. Of course, we now return to that clip we promised from the Prime Minister, who is also condemning that heinous incident in Clarendon. This is what he told the media moments ago.
It is a criminal act. It is against our laws. It is an attack on the public order. But I want you to consider for a moment that it goes beyond the victims. It goes beyond the community in which it was perpetrated. It is an attack on every Jamaican. It is an attack on every community. The intention was not only to harm the victims. The intention was not only to spread terror in the local community. No, this act is designed to spread terror in the nation. This is an act of terror. So it can't be treated as ordinary criminality. And that is why we convened the National Security Council this morning. We deliberated for much longer than we had anticipated because there are many issues involved, issues which we will not go into today, but which the nation should be assured that we are examining all dimensions of this terror act. We know that persons overseas are involved and connected in this act. We know that persons who are incarcerated presently have connections in this act. We know that multiple gangs are connected and involved in this act. Every gang, every person who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves, we will find you.
Meantime, Deputy Commissioner of Police with responsibility for the crime and security portfolio, DCP Fitz has described last night's mass murder of at least now 9 people in Clarendon as an act of domestic terrorism. The incident occurred in Cherry Tree Lane sometime after 9 and left some 9 others injured and hospitalized. Gunmen reportedly alighted a Toyota Axio motor car and opened fire on patrons at a birthday party before soon after attacking patrons at a nearby bingo party. The DCP details the horror that unfolded.
About 9 p.m., a group of citizens from the Cherry Tree Lane community of Four Park, Clarendon, were assembled at a car wash playing bingo when a group of men approached and opened fire, killing 8 persons, including an 8-year-old boy and 3 females. 9 persons, including a 1-year and 9-month-old baby, were shot and injured and are at the hospital. It is an unfortunate and brutal incident, one that I think borders on terrorism, because I think this act is to instill fear and to intimidate the community.
DCP Bailey says the police are committed to bringing the perpetrators to justice with alacrity.
We are using all our resources to ensure that the perpetrators are found and face justice. We are at an early stage of our investigation. The scene is currently being processed. Consequently, I will not say much more. But we promise this country and this nation that we are going to get to the bottom of this, and those who are responsible will face justice.
Member of Parliament for Southwest Clarendon, Lothan Cousins, is calling the incident an invasion on innocent people. He adds a terrorist-like attack has instilled fear in citizens, but there's little police presence, he says, to ease tension.
We're looking around and we have not seen one single patrol vehicle. We have not seen one single police officer at all, and that is unacceptable. I mean, this is a community that came under one of the most significant attacks that I can recall. This is a mass shooting, and would expect at least the presence of the security forces to continue to secure the residents now. especially that residents will have some apprehension and fear arising out of the trauma that they experienced last night. Right around us are victims, right around us are witnesses, right around us are persons who were sitting just enjoying themselves, who had to run for their lives, who had to scale fences, who had to suffer damages as a result. And I mean, we have to find a way to offer some form of counseling to many of these residents.
CVM News at Noon returns in a moment.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange can improve the profitability of their company. They know the potential for increasing the company's capital, the governance requirements, the tax responsibilities, the ownership implications, and the procedures for listing. They have the knowledge to make an informed decision on whether or not to go public. Knowledge is power. If you don't know, you can't act. Begin a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange to gain the information you need to make a decision.
I'm Stafford Burrows.
I'm Marilyn Burrows.
My name is Hugh Grant.
I'm John Mafood.
My name is Derek Cottrell, and we are listed on the Jamaica Junior Stock Exchange.
Give us a call today at 876-967-3271 to begin your transformation through conversation. We want to see your company listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Your feet deserve to be pampered. For over 50 years, Sammy's Shoe Store has flown the flag as Jamaica's #1 shoe retailer, bringing style and comfort to your entire family. Run, don't walk, to Boulevard Supercenter, 66 King Street, downtown Kingston, 10 Cumberland Road, Spanish Town, Sovereign Village, Portmore, or Premier Plaza Halfway Tree to get yours. Snacks, school bags, socks, and belts at unbeatable prices. Sammy's Shoe Store, where comfort meets style meets quality.
You know what's sweet? The new pack Sweet Living promotion. Win great prizes.
Bedroom set, living room set, or kitchen appliance set, plus TVs and monthly cash prizes.
Send in 5 new pack labels or a receipt. Labels must belong to at least the new pack canned beans, coconut milk powder, and new pack oil categories. Fill out the tagline. New pack, more than just value. Place your entry in one of the drop boxes at participating outlets. Enter by mail or online at newpackjamaica.com. Time for live sweet. Enter the new pack Sweet Living promotion, June 16 to August 31. See the press for more details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Pass your CSEC and CAPE exams in only 4 to 9 months at IIRQ Academy, located at 32 Hope Road, Kingston 10. Start CSEC and CAPE classes from scratch this term and sit exams in January, May, or June in attractive air-conditioned classrooms with experienced instructors. Start day, evening, Saturday online face-to-face classes in math, English, POB, accounts, IT, OA, EDPM, biology, chemistry, and physics. Register this week and ask about our payment plans. Also available City and Guilds Math and English at stages 2 and 3. Call us at 876-322-4029. Visit our website at www.iirq.org.
Welcome back to CVM News at Noon. It's time now for our discussion segment. We're talking about the heinous incident that rocked sections of Clarendon last evening, where 9 people, we're now being told, have since died from that gun attack. We have joining us Clarendon Southwest Member of Parliament, Mr. Lothan Cousins. He's an opposition member, but he has said that since that incident, he is yet to see the heightened security presence, if any, police or soldiers at all in that community. Mr. Cousins joins us now for our discussion. Welcome, Mr. Cousins.
Yes, well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and good afternoon to your listeners and your viewers.
Indeed. Did I miss anything in that introductory segment when we mentioned there was either little to no police presence at this time this morning when you got there?
Well, thanks to the media, there is no heightened security presence in the area. So I gather the publicity that was given to the story that was aired by the Jamaica Gleaner earlier has led to a heightened presence in the area. My understanding is that the Minister of National Security